Hello and welcome. My name is Dr. Gene Constant, and I am the founder of Global Sovereign University. Today I'm going to share something with you that has been on my heart for many years, something that in 2026, as America celebrates its 250th anniversary, feels more urgent than ever. I'm going to read to you the Declaration of Educational Independence, a document that calls on every person, regardless of where they were born, to awaken the American spirit within them and join a movement to rebuild civilization through self-reliance, self-governance, and freedom. But before I read it, let me tell you why this matters. For thousands of years, humanity has struggled with one question: how do we live together in peace, prosperity, and freedom? Empires tried force. Monarchies tried hierarchy. Tyrannies tried control. But there was another way, a way discovered 13,000 years ago by the first Americans who settled this continent, this North America. A way codified 600 years ago by the Iroquois Confederacy, whose great law of peace became the blueprint for constitutional self-governments throughout the world. And a way declared to the world 250 years ago on July 4th, 1776, when the American founders said, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights." That idea, that radical, beautiful, dangerous idea, changed the world. But today, civilization is broken again. 617 million children lack basic math and reading skills. Billions live in food and shelter poverty. Education systems teach compliance, not sovereignty. Elders are sidelined instead of honored. The principles of freedom, self-reliance, self-governance, personal responsibility are no longer taught. And so, people everywhere feel trapped, helpless, dependent. This is not the world our ancestors envisioned. I founded Global Sovereign University because I believe we can fix this. Not through government programs, not through charity that creates dependency, but through education that liberates. Through a simple, ancient principle: teach a person to fish, they eat for a lifetime. But we go further. We teach people not only to fish, but to build boats, navigate waters, and teach others. We gamify the journey from poverty to freedom, making it achievable and engaging. We mobilize an army of retired mentors, civilization builders, who volunteer their wisdom to guide the next generation. And we invite the world to rediscover the American spirit, not as a nationality, but as a universal human inheritance, the belief that we are born free, capable of self-reliance, and deserving of dignity. On July 4, 2026, America will celebrate 250 years of independence. But the American spirit is older than that. It's 600 years old. It's 13,000 years old. And it lives in you, if you believe in freedom. So now, let me read to you the Declaration of Educational Independence. Listen. Feel it. And if it resonates with you, if you believe in what it says, then I invite you to sign it. Go to globalsovereignuniversity.org and add your name. Become a part of the movement. Become a civilization builder. Let's rebuild civilization together. The Declaration of Educational Independence, issued on behalf of all humanity in recognition of America's 250th anniversary and in honor of the 13,000-year legacy of the first Americans, the 600-year legacy of the Iroquois Confederacy's gift of self-governance to the world. Preamble. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for people to reclaim their inherent right to self-reliance, self-governance, and self-determination, rights endowed not by government or institutions but by the Creator, a decent respect for human dignity requires that we declare the causes which compel us to establish a new foundation for education. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all people are created equal, endowed with an inalienable right to freedom, that every person possesses within them an American spirit, not bound by citizenship or geography, but by the universal human yearning for liberty, dignity, and self-governance. That this spirit, nurtured over 13,000 years by the first Americans, diverse peoples with varied languages, spiritual beliefs, and ways of living who first settled this continent, was codified into constitutional form 600 years ago by the Iroquois Confederacy, whose great law of peace planted the seeds of self-governance that would inspire nations yet unborn. That education in its truest form is not an accumulation of facts, but the awakening of human potential and the cultivation of self-reliance. That for millennia, civilization has been broken. Systems of dependency, tyranny, and poverty have robbed billions of their birthright to live as free, sovereign individuals. That the time has come to rebuild civilization, not through revolution, but through education, one awakened mind, one empowered family, one sovereign community at a time. This is the Declaration of Educational Independence. If it speaks to you, if you believe what it says, then ask you to do three things. First, go to globalsovereignuniversity.org and sign the Declaration. Add your name. Join the 250,000. Second, share this episode with someone who needs to hear it, a friend, a family member, someone who's struggling, someone who's searching, someone who carries the American spirit but doesn't know it yet. Third, consider becoming a civilization builder. If you're retired or semi-retired, if you have wisdom to share, if you have 2 to 4 hours a week, we need you. Go to civilizationbuilders.net and sign up. This is not just a declaration, it's a movement. And movements are built by ordinary people who do something extraordinary. You are not alone. You were born free. And together we can rebuild civilization. Thank you for listening. In freedom, Dr. Constant.